Hey, bikers. I've had about 7 days of 90-degree weather with no rain, so I thought I'd get out and hit the trails. So as much as I love dodging Dodge trucks, riding the street, nearly getting killed, as much as I love all that, there's nothing closer to my heart than getting off-road and riding some dirt. And so, like I mentioned before, we had about a week of some really nice weather, nice and warm, dried out the woods a little bit after like a month of rain upon rain upon rain. So I thought maybe it was time to get out there and enjoy the local trails. And as you'll see, they were a little tacky, but not terrible. One of the sections I didn't end up riding at all because I didn't want to. I just knew that it was going to be too wet. I didn't want to tear anything up, so I just avoided that. But as you'll see here, they're looking nice and compact. The forest is fully grown in at this point. And then a couple of the low spots like this one here are still a little damp, but nothing too crazy. Just enough to slow me down. But otherwise, this was a great morning. This was like maybe 7:45 in the morning. This is a little early for a ride for me, but this was the last or the second to last day of school for the kids, so I wanted to enjoy that public school babysitter while I could. Look how nice it is. Am I riding these routes wrong? Do you guys have a lot of routes on any of the trails? I feel like, I don't know if this is just my bike or what, but I just feel like it's such a struggle anytime there are a lot of routes exposed. You guys just bomb through those? Or are you guys kind of like going through them like me and breaking your teeth over them? So after this ride, despite how great the trails looked, we've gotten another week's worth of rain, probably 1 or 2 inches. So, including like 24 hours of some pretty torrential downpour with some crazy wind. I know that a lot of these trails have been blocked by fallen trees and flooded creek beds. So this was basically the one day that I was able to get out there and enjoy these before that happened again. We don't have anything too crazy in the forecast, so hopefully I'll be able to get back out there again soon. But I used that time knowing that I wasn't going to be able to head back out to rebuild my fork, which I'd never serviced my fork, and the lockout doesn't work or hadn't worked. So pulled that thing apart, got it cleaned, re-oiled, and also putting a fresh set of brakes on the bike. Some Shimano hydraulic disc brakes. They're reasonably priced. They're like $60 for the set, but I think with my old ass it'll make me more comfortable, or it makes me more comfortable having those on there. But anyway, I'm in the middle of doing that stuff with the bike now, letting the trails dry back out before I can get back out there again. Do you guys do service on your own bikes? I wonder about that. There's a lot of great resources for that online, and I know that those videos get a lot of watches, but I don't know if, like, a lot of times it kind of seems like people either ride bikes or people service bikes. I don't see as many people who are like riding and doing the servicing. I'd be curious to see how in depth you guys like doing. I mean, you know, I assume we all can change a tire, but are you guys at all curious, or do you guys learn how to operate on your bike, so to speak? It's kind of a recent development for me. Now, part of it is just I have zero desire to buy a new bike because of how insanely expensive they are, but I also just love my bike. And the longer that I have it, it's like the more that I love it. You can see here that the mud on my tire, the trails are definitely a little tacky. But anyway, the longer that I have my bike, the more comfortable I am with it. Doing small upgrades like the handlebars or the brakes, or, you know, I took apart my freewheel recently and cleaned the rear hub out, re-lubed that, just to kind of see what it was all about, see what it looked like in there. You know, I had the bike 15 years, none of that stuff. I've not done any of that stuff to it. I've taken it in to get like clean lube service, but they don't tear that stuff apart. So anyway, I'm just more and more curious about that kind of thing. And as the bike gets older, I think it becomes more and more necessary to kind of do that kind of thing to keep it running the way that I like it, the way that I'm used to enjoying it. But do you guys do that stuff? I mean, I don't know. Some of these the newer bikes are like, the equipment's kind of intimidating. It's like a new car, you know. Would you feel comfortable working on a new car, or more comfortable working on a newer car than an older one? I don't know. They're so high tech. But, you know, the older ones are a little bit more simple, straightforward. I guess maybe that's just a good place to start and learn. And I worked on a Trek Antelope last year. That kind of got me the bug a little bit, and confidence to kind of start doing that kind of thing. But I foresee myself doing more and more of that in the future. So yeah, let me know down below. Let me know your comments down below on what kind of stuff that you guys like to work on with your bikes, and if there's anything that you'd like to see me work on as I'm doing that stuff. But yeah, thanks for tuning in today. As you can see, it was a gorgeous day out on the trails. Hope the trails are looking good where you guys are. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see y'all out there.